Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make your own reverse applique. Then you can turn this beautiful piece of fabric into a decorative pillow top. You can download the pattern from the description box below if you want to make your own. In a traditional applique, you would layer a cut-out piece of fabric on a background fabric. In reverse applique, you actually cut shapes out of the top layer of fabric to reveal the fabric beneath it. To begin, you'll want two pieces of fabric cut to the same shape and size. Because I'll be turning this into a 14-inch pillow cover later, I'll be making my fabric 15 inches by 15 inches to allow for a half-inch seam allowance all the way around. The fabric on the bottom will be what shows through when I cut into the top fabric, so I'm going to make sure it's a contrasting color that stands out. I will also need two pieces for my pillow back, each 15 inches by 11 inches. The thread I'll be using to sew the reverse applique and to construct the pillow is this 80 weight thread called Deco Bob. This is a very fine cottonized polyester thread that will really blend into the fabric and not add any extra bulk to the seams, so your reverse applique will look much sharper and tidier. I'll be pairing it with an 80-12 needle. Place the two pieces right sides up with the top fabric on top of the contrast fabric. Baste all the way around the edge of the fabric pieces with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This basting stitch is just to hold the fabric in place while we do our applique and won't be seen later. You can now trace your design onto the fabric. I'll be using this free pattern downloadable in our description box. For a simple design, you can trace around a cutout of the design. However, because I am using a more complex design, I have chosen to print my design on cardstock, then with an X-Acto knife, cut out the windows to use as the tracing template. I will then use a disappearing marker or pencil to trace inside my cutouts onto the top fabric. This will come out later in the wash. Now that my pattern is transferred to the fabric, I'm very carefully going to cut out the shapes only from the top layer of fabric. Be careful not to cut into the second layer of fabric. You can help separate the layers by using a pin or sharp tip of a seam ripper to lift the top fabric away. Using a small pair of sharp scissors, make a cut in the center of your shape. Now carefully trim out the entire shape following the marked lines. Do this for all the shapes marked on your fabric. It's important to take your time, make nice even cuts, and not accidentally cut into your bottom layer of fabric. When you have all your pieces cut out, pin the top layer down to the bottom layer all the way around. Optionally, you could glue down the edges with a fabric glue stick. Then, with Deco Bob in your needle and bobbin, stitch all the way around the cutout applique close to the cut edge, securing the top layer to the bottom layer. Your reverse applique is now complete. You could choose to leave the edges raw. However, if you want to finish the edge, or if you have a top fabric that frays, you can use a decorative stitch on your machine or a satin stitch to finish the edges. I've removed the Deco Bob 80 weight thread from the top of my machine and will be choosing this thread called Splendor. This is a vibrant 40 weight rayon thread that will help to add a little shine to my pillow. In the bobbin, I'll still be using the 80 weight Deco Bob, as the fine thread will really help with machine tension and stitch consistency. If you choose to do a satin stitch, we strongly recommend that you back your piece with a good tearaway stabilizer. Using the satin stitch setting on my machine, I'll stitch all along the edges of each shape to hide the raw edge. Make sure the swing of the needle catches the raw edge in. Once you're happy with your reverse applique panel, you can now add it to your project. Next, you'll need to make your pillow back. Along one 15-inch edge of each back piece, press a 1-inch hem to the wrong side of the fabric. Press in again 1 more inch and stitch along the pressed edge to create a 1-inch double hem. Do the same on the other back piece. Lay one back piece on top of the other, right side on right side, with a 3-inch overlap along the hemmed edges, so that the finished piece is the same size as the front piece. Baste the edges together along the overlap. Now place front and back pillow right sides together and stitch around all 4 sides, taking up a 1/2-inch seam allowance. Trim the fabric straight across the corners close to the stitching to reduce bulk, and finish the edges if desired. Turn your pillow through the overlapped opening. Give your pillow a light press. Your pillow form can be inserted through the back opening. There are so many ways to use reverse applique. If you make this project, don't forget to tag us on Facebook at WonderFil, or Instagram at WonderFil Specialty Threads, or by the hashtag #WonderFil, and show us your reverse applique project. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know what video you'd like to see next. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and hit subscribe for more great tips and tutorials. We'll see you all next time.